All right, welcome to another video by Good Steward Accounting and Tax. In this video, we're going to go over how to prepare the Maryland State Personal Property Tax Return. So the approach in this video is to start from scratch. We're going to start from the position that many of you as either first-time business owners or business owners that are so busy you can't even remember what you did the last 2 years. Okay? If you're watching this video, it's because you're likely wanting to save in fees. All right? If you want to leverage time, that's fine. We're happy to do this return. The fee for that would be $175 if we stop to do this return. So in order to save on that 175, you can come to this video and I walk you through step by step how to actually do it. All right, so we're going to open up our internet browser. And again, I want you to see how easy it is to get through this application. All I'm going to do is Google. All right, when you call the office and you say, hey, Micah, what's my department ID? All I do is come right here in Google and go on the state website. So I really want you to see I'm not really out to nickel and dime for fees. I want your businesses to grow. My vision, actually, my mission is to develop millionaires. Once I get your business to that millionaire mark, then you're going to need an accountant for payroll and all these other sorts of things. So, no, I don't want to depress your revenues. And also, part of that mission is to make sure that families, even if you're not trying to do $1 million business, I want to make sure that families can retire wealthy. You're not going to do that if you don't plug up those leaks in your finances, okay? So this is very simple. Save yourself $175. We're going to do State Department of Assessments and Taxation. All right, SDAT. That's the acronym for that. All right, then once we're there, we're going to go to businesses. Then we're going to do a business entity search. Now, this client, for allowing me to use her business, I am waiving her fee. You're going to go to the upper right hand corner, okay, and click login. Instead of doing it that way, because I like to make sure that the department ID is already going to be populated, I like to come down here and actually search for the name. Search for the name, do a search. It will tell you if the business what the business's status is, okay? Here's the department ID. Now, if you don't already have a login set up, you might want to write this down because it's going to come up later. But once we're here, we click on the name, scroll down, and we know that it's not in good standing, which is why I'm doing this filing for her. And so we're going to click right here next to it. It says annual report due for 2020. So we're going to click File Annual Report. Now, once we do that, we already know we're filing it for that company. So once we know that we're filing it for that company, we're going to go over here and type in our login credentials. Let me just pull this up. And we're in. Okay, so we're going to go here. She just so happens to have one business. For your real estate companies and other businesses that have multiple LLCs, all of them will show up under this particular login. All right, so that's the one we're going to use. Once you get to this page, well, okay, let me go to the beginning. Let me go to the beginning because I was already in here doing stuff. So I want to go to the beginning so you can see how all of this looks. So let me go all the way back. Okay, so you can see it all. So this is the page you come to once you log in. And you see you've got the business name, you got all of that stuff there. So all of that's you. See, here's your progress over here. So the business ID, we saw that. Now we're on business information. And it's already there because we have a login. So that was there when I incorporated the business. Or if you're coming from someone else, either you incorporated or perhaps your attorney or previous accountant Incorporated. Nevertheless, if you already have a login, you're already in the system. Okay, and these questions, does the business own, lease, or use personal property? If you don't know the answer to those questions when you go through this, you might, if you're an existing client, you can schedule any complimentary 10-minute session with me. Beyond that, then that's when we start going by the hour. But if you need to do a consult, we need to talk about this either at the time that we're discussing your tax return, or you just schedule a quick 10 minutes. But for this particular client, the answer is no. So you want to answer these questions according to the advice that you get from me in your consultation. So because I'm doing this on the client's behalf, I know all of the answers to these questions. But that's basically it. Okay, I'll prepare you and let you know what position your business is in. All right, they want to know what the amount of your business's transactions are. You're going to know that after we've done your tax return. This is due April 15th of every year. So it's ideal to do this after you file your taxes, your income taxes, so that we can do this. Now, the reason why this is different and not included in your income tax return is because this is a personal property tax return. So that's a different tax situation. And personal property tax, all that means is it's tax on property that is not real property. What is real property? Real estate or land. If it's not real estate or land, it's considered personal, such as a tablet, a phone, furniture in your office, things like that. If you're a consultant, you're probably not going to have a lot of personal property. You're not going to have any file uploads. Okay, if I'm guiding you to do this on your own, it is not complicated at all. You just simply answer those questions on the previous screen, come on down here, save and continue. And now we're at the summary. We're ready to sign. It's over. I mean, you was getting ready to pay $175. You don't have to do that. Again, unless you just don't have time and you want to leverage and you see the value in having somebody else do it for $175, we're happy to do that. Now, because I am not the corporate officer responsible for signing this return, I am going to let them know I'm an agent of the corporation. So I click that and I put in all of my identifying information as the preparer. Let's see. Put the other address in there. Make sure you click those certifications or it won't go in. Corporate officer email. What's your email, girl? Give me 1 second. Let me get this email. Okay, we've got the email here. So I'm just cutting and pasting it. Now, when you do the retype, because they want to make sure you're actually putting in the correct email, they won't let you copy and paste it there. They actually want you to go ahead and type it. You'd be surprised how long people actually, well, not people, me, how long I sat there and kept trying to copy and paste it. Like, what's going on? They want you to retype. Look at that right there, retype. Okay. Now, because we have to get the federal identification number. So let me go ahead and get that. Okay. So I've got the tax identification number for this business, and I'm going to certify and send. So what this is going to do, it's going to send an email to the client. If you had done this on your own, it would send an email to you. And in that email would basically be a payment link. So you can pay that annual $300. And that's basically what Maryland is after. Each year when they say that you're not in good standing and banks don't want to deal with you, no, business in the state, by law they can't do business with you. And so this is one of the controls that the state puts in place to ensure that we get notified. We can ignore the mail all we want, but as soon as you go and try to do something banks and places like that, they're going to check and see if you're in good standing. All right. And look at that. It is over. And it didn't even take 15 minutes. So once you get the email, you open the email up and you put your credit card information in. And within 7 days, the website is updated and you will be in good standing. I hope this video has been helpful.